In this video, I'm going to show you how to make one of 3 different Tunisian lace patterns. These patterns are similar with a slight variation. One of them, the last one, is going to be a color block. So first we're going to start off with 23 chains. And if you want to make your project longer, then you will add an additional 4 for the length that you need. But the sequence works in a group of 4. So to start the foundation row, we're going to do it as normal. So we skip the first chain, and then we're going to go into the bottom loop into the second chain. We stick our crochet hook in or under the loop, yarn over, and pull through. Again, go into the next loop, yarn over, and pull through. And we're going to continue doing this until we get all the way to the end. And you should have 22 loops on your crochet hook if you are starting off with the 23 chains. Again, if you want to make it longer, you're just going to add an additional 4 for your desired length. These 3 different patterns are very similar. The only major difference is that in between, I call it a leaf, but in between each leaf, you're either going to do a simple stitch, a purl stitch, or a knit stitch in Tunisian crochet. So it's all the directions are pretty similar except for the simple stitch, the knit stitch, and the purl stitch, and you'll see that. So now we've gotten down to the bottom. We're going to do our regular return pass where we yarn over and pull through 1, then we yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we continue doing yarn over, pull through 2 until we get to the very last chain, and you should be left with 1 chain left on your hook. So let's speed this up, and you can pause the video if you need to until you get down to the same point that I'm kind of at. We've made it down to the end with 1 chain on our loop. Let's get into the simple stitch for this lace pattern. So as always, we're going to skip that first loop and we're going to go into the second loop or the second chain, and we're going to do a simple stitch. So we put our hook in the front of the loop, we yarn over, and we pull through. That is our simple stitch. Then we're going to do a full stitch, stick the crochet hook in the hole, yarn over, and pull through. Then what we're going to do now is we're going to pull up a loop on the top bar. So stick your crochet hook in the top bar, yarn over, and pull through. In the next space, we're going to do a full stitch. So skip that next loop, put your hook in between the next 2 bars, yarn over, and pull through. We skip a chain, and then we're going to do our simple stitch in the next chain. So stick your crochet hook into the loop, yarn over, pull through. We're going to do a full stitch in the next, yarn over, pull through. We're going to hit the top bar, so pull up a loop for the top bar, yarn over, pull through. We're then going to go into the next space and do a full stitch, yarn over, and pull through. We skip a bar, we go to the next one, and we're going to do our simple stitch. So this is the sequence. We do a simple stitch, then we do a full stitch, we do a pull up a loop in the top bar, we do a full stitch again, you skip a bar, and then you start over again. So the sequence again is we do a simple stitch, we do a full stitch, we do a top bar, we do a full stitch, we skip a bar. And that is the pattern that you're going to repeat until you get to the very end. And when you get to the very end, you should be able to complete a simple stitch in the last and final bar, and then you're going to end the row by putting your crochet hook into the last 2 bars where you would create your regular single crochet. We've made it to the end. We put our crochet hook in between the 2 stitches to do our last single crochet. Now we're going to do our return pass. We yarn over, we pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 4. We're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, and you're going to continue repeating that pattern. So the pattern again is for the return pass. We start off with yarn over, pull through 1, and then we do yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, and you repeat that till you get to the very end where you're left with 3 chains on your hook. When you get to this point, you're going to yarn over, pull through 1 twice, then you will yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 one more time. Now we're going to do our next row, and it's going to be slightly different from that first row that we did. A little bit easier in my opinion. So first thing we're going to do is our simple stitch in the second chain. Then we do a full stitch. And then you're going to look for the little loop that's on top of like the leaf. Stick your crochet hook in, yarn over, pull through, and right next to the space in between, you're going to do a full stitch. And then in that loop, we're going to do a simple stitch. Right next to it in the space, full stitch. Look for the loop on top of the leaf. We're going to stick our hook through, yarn over, pull through, do a full stitch, do a simple stitch, a full stitch, put the hook in the bar at the top of the leaf, yarn over, pull through, and we do a full stitch, and then a simple stitch, and that's the pattern that we're repeating until we get to the very end. We've made it down to the end. You're going to put your hook in between that space there, and then we finish off with a single crochet. We yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 1. Same thing that we did before, and we're going to continue following that until we get to the very end with the last 3 chains left on our hook. And then at that point, we know that we yarn over, we pull through 1, we yarn over, pull through 1 again, then we yarn over, pull through 2, and then we yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that's about it. So you're going to repeat that sequence over and over again until you have gotten the desired length of your scarf or your project, whatever it is that you're working on. So here I'm just going to speed through completing one more row for you, as well as the return pass, so that you could see it completed in entirety. If you have forgotten any of the steps, just scroll back in the video and take a look at the steps on how to create this pattern. Again, this is the simple stitch because we're the first stitch that we're creating in the sequence is a simple stitch, and we're going to move on to the next one shortly. Make sure to check out the other videos so that you can get the patterns for the purl stitch as well as the knit stitch. Thanks for watching.